today we are going to be doing a tarot reading. Yes, you heard right, we're doing a tarot reading. It's almost the month of October,
and I thought I'd do something super fun, a little bit spooky for you guys today.
Obviously not fashion, but like whatever, it's fine to have a ton of other fashion content. If you're only here for fashion, go watch that and leave us alone. But if you're interested or you want to learn more, then like click this, you can do watch with me, it's gonna be fun. If you're new here, hi, I'm Pamela. Welcome back to another day in my life that I'm filming just for you. Okay, let's get started. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And if you need help, these are the crystals that you can choose from. This is amethyst, and that is pile number 1. This is yellow calcite or honey calcite, and that's pile number 2. And this is rainbow fluorite, which is going to be pile number 3. Okay. Oops, sorry, pile number 3. There you go. Anastasia, what is it, princess? Princess Honey? Princess Honey, are you the sweetest girl? Okay. I know you're sweet, I know. Okay, pile number 1. Sorry if you can hear me because I'm really close to the mic. I'll try not to be so like loud and stuff. Sorry if you can hear my cat. But that's my cat. You got the 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the Sun. What I would say is that when you enter the room, you put a smile on everyone's face. You brighten their day somehow. You just make them, you're like a ray of sunshine to people. And I don't think that you're necessarily aware of it. Or if you are aware, it like, you don't care, but you should, because that is not like, that's not an easy thing to do. You know, like you walk into a room and people just smile. Like they're just instantly happy, or they may not like show it to you, but I don't know. It gives me like you're the coworker that everyone loves, or you know, in class, like a boring class or something. Okay, so like you're in a boring class and then there's that one kid that shows up that just, your friend shows up and you're just like instantly happy. And even though this class sucks, you're happy still because this one person is there. Yeah, you're that person. You're that person for like a lot of people. I think that people think that you're probably like, they probably think you're really emotional, like, but it's endearing. It's sweet. Like it seems you have like an optimistic, positive kind of personality. And I think that people view the kind of, they don't see you as naive. They just see you as like a dreamer, as someone who has aspirations, or just someone who likes to fantasize a lot, and it's adorable. I think people think it's cute, and I like that about you a lot. And oh, sorry, I moved the camera there. My bad. But yeah, they like that about you a lot. I think that you do spend a lot of time fantasizing. Yeah, I think you daydream a lot, or you fantasize a lot about different things, whatever it may be. Or you read a lot of fantasy books, or I don't know, you escape your current reality a lot. And so you might be that person that zones out a lot. Like, you know, when you walk by a person and you're like trying to get their attention, but they're just like gone, and you put your hand in front of their face and they're just not blinking. You're that person. You're a little spacey, a little out of it, but I think people think it's cute. They find it cute. They think it's adorable. They love it about you. Yeah, you seem like a really fun person. You've got like a childlike quality about you. I'm not saying you're childish, but you've got a good sense of humor. You've got like a childlike sense of humor, and that's really rare. Well, not rare. That's great because it makes people feel young and youthful, and it reminds them of their past. I think that when people look at you, they're reminded of their youth, or they're reminded of happier times, happier days for them. And that's really comforting. So congratulations. And then let's go ahead and look at these other cards. So what people love about you. Yes. Okay. This is sage, right? And what sage does is cleanse the energy. Like if the room is filled with negative energy, if you are filled with like negative emotions or energy, sage is great at cleansing that and clearing that out, banishing ghosts and stuff. You know, that's why they always use it in those like scary movies and stuff. I think that it's a metaphor for you in the sense that when you walk into a room, you just make everyone happy. Like you really do just kind of cleanse the negative energy. You cleanse the atmosphere, and you just bring a sense of joy and happiness into whatever place you're at, wherever you are. you know, smiles live. And that's so cool. Like, that's so cool. I keep saying congratulations, but you know what I'm saying. You know, okay? And then you have the barrage, or borage, or whatever the hell. Courage is the card for that. So I think you could just take this literally in the sense with this card. Could be saying that you really are just like a courageous person, or you're a brave person. But I think it's more in the sense that life gets you down. When bad things happen, it's very easy to see the glass half empty, but you are courageous enough, you're strong enough to be positive. You're strong enough to see that the glass is half full. And that takes courage, despite what people tell you, despite the fact that people might call you naive or gullible or too optimistic or too childish. It takes courage to do or to have that type of a positive attitude. It takes courage to be optimistic, especially when things don't work out. To still have a positive attitude is just amazing. And it's a sign to me that, you know, things are going to work out for you, because if you're always optimistic, then I think that optimism brings optimism into your life. Optimism brings good things into your life. So I think that you're going to be, you know, successful in the future. You've got the Bully card, Priest, and the Engineer. Okay, so it's going to resonate differently for different people. For some people, this is you don't allow other people to bully you into being a negative person. Or I think what this is for a lot of people is, I think a lot of people talk down to you about your optimism. They talk down to you. They call you naive, childish. They might call you a dreamer. You need to grow up. You need to ground yourself into reality. You know, do something practical. Stop being so in your head. Stop fantasizing. All of those things, I think that you should not let them get to you, because you are a positive person and you spend your time in your head. And as long as, you know, you're balanced between the real world and, you know, your fantasy world, I think it's okay. You're not childish. You're not naive. I mean, you are a little childish, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you definitely are probably a child. I think you're probably like a student in college or something, or high school. But don't allow other people to put you down for your optimism. Don't allow other people's words to resonate into you and turn you into a negative person, because that's not who you are. So don't allow other people to do that to you, okay? You have a lot of, okay, so you could literally be like a very spiritual person. You could be into this already. That's cool. If you are, you should look into that. I think that spirituality is a good path for you. I think you might be into it, you know? Read some books, study, use your mind. But what I want to say is, I think that right now you use this like gift. You were given a gift, basically. I feel like you daydream a lot, or you fantasize a lot. And you may hate that about you, or, you know, people may put you down for it, but I think it's a gift. You have an open connection to spirit. And I don't want to get too like spiritual or religious, but there's a theory that creative ideas, inspiration is kind of sent to you from, I mean, God or the divine or whatever you believe in, right? I feel like you have a very open connection to that energy, which simplified just means I think you have a lot of really creative ideas. I think you probably get a lot of messages and ideas in your head, and that's why you spend a lot of your time daydreaming. It's because you get a lot of information. You get a lot of ideas in your head, and you're meant to kind of implement them. Like, you are a creative person, and you may even like to solve problems in your head. You may use this like ability of daydreaming and fantasizing to like fantasize like a bunch of different problems in your life and solutions to fix them. And it can be not great if you do it too much, you know, as is the same for anything. If you do too much of it, it's not great. But this is a great tool for you to use in the future to progress you along in your life. You have the ability to play things out in your head. And if you haven't already, you can do that. But I also think that, I mean, you could literally be an engineer, or you could be wanting to be an engineer, but I really think this is about problem solving. This is about ideas. This is about ideas that are being sent to you from, you know, whoever you believe sends you ideas. The thoughts, the world, the universe, whatever, who cares? The point is, you have an open kind of like heart and soul and mind. And because of that, ideas flow through you so much easier than it does through other people. And so be open to that, and don't hate your ability so much of daydreaming. You know, use it to your advantage. Use it in a practical way. Use it to further you in your career or your creative talents. Use it to solve your problems, you know? It's nice to escape into it for fantasy and for fun and for nostalgic reasons. Like, you may think about your past a lot, but it's all, you are given this gift for a reason. And it's because you are a creative person, and you can dream up, and you can accept ideas that are given to you from source or whatever the hell. Sorry. Yes, you are a very creative person, in the sense that you get a lot of like ideas, a lot of thoughts, a lot of imaginations, fantasies, things like that pop into your head. And don't let other people put that down for you. Don't let other people make fun of you for it, because it's a gift, and you should cherish that. And back to the kind of like the whole gist of the reading, which is, what do people love about you? I think they love the fact that you are just like, you're very open-hearted. You have an open mind, you have an open heart, and you're willing to accept things that are a bit like abnormal or strange or unexplainable. And they think you're very creative. They think that you have the ability to solve things that other people just can't. And they admire that about you. Okay? Pile number 1, thank you so much for watching today's video. That is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was short, but if you want another reading, let me know, and we'll see. And let me know if it resonates with you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. It's been solid, and subscribe. Hello, pile number 2. You chose the honey calcite / yellow calcite. This is going to be your reading. Okay, let's get started with your reading then. All right, you are like a little mysterious, and I think people are into that. You may be like a Gemini. You can take it or leave that, but I feel like maybe you come off as mysterious to people, and that's intriguing. Or you come off as like a night owl, or just someone who has secrets and is interesting. And so because of that, people might be a little intimidated by you, but it's kind of in like a sexy way, you know, like you got that oomph, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are interested in you. And at the same time, you have got a killer sense of humor. Killer sense of humor, absolutely. I think you make people laugh all the time, really easily. I think you're sarcastic. Yeah, I think you're very sarcastic. And yeah, I just feel like you make people laugh very easily. Probably not even knowing that you're doing it, if that makes sense, or not knowing that. No, what is what I'm trying to say? It's like you could be like really blunt. You could be sarcastic, or you could just be like a really blunt person, like Sagittarius, where you just kind of say what's happening, but it's funny because no one would ever say that. People like you because you're funny. People like you because you're mysterious. You may be just like a very charitable person. Like, you may be very generous. Maybe you give things away. Hi, baby. This is not about you. Not about you, Stasia, honey. No, not about you. You may give a lot of your stuff away. Like, I feel like clothing. Like, you may donate your clothing a lot, or you sell your clothing on like Depop or something like that, or like a business. But I feel like it's more charitable. Like, you donate a lot, or you spend a lot of time helping other people, and that's really admirable, and I think people love that about you. Stasia, baby, stop. Come on now. Stop it, baby. But yeah, Yeah, you're kind of cool. I like you a lot. But you've got secrets, don't you? You got some secrets. Got a little bit of darkness hidden in you. Let's open up your other cards. You've got nourish and growth. So you've got the plantain, and here, I'll move this. Plantain and the fern. Okay, so you may work with kids. Like you may be really good with kids. You work with kids. You've got like the magic touch or something. But whatever it is, yes, what, honey? I feel like you teach kids or you help them, like you're a teacher of some sort, or you work like in adoption, or you're a child care worker of some sort. That's really random, but I feel like you work with kids a lot, and I think you're really good at your job. Or you want to work with kids, and you're going to be really good at it. You're naturally built to help children, to help people. Oh my God, I see it now. Okay. So you may have had like a darker past, or something dark happened to you. And because of that, it caused like a lot of change and a lot of growth within you. And I think because of that, you're able to help other people through those same things. So you have depth to you, which I like. A lot of people don't have depth, but you do. And you're able to use that in a way that helps other people to figure out what. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. She's being so annoying. I'm so sorry. But you're able to help other people like grow, basically, which is really amazing. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. You could have had like a tragic past. I don't think it's tragic. Or it could be, may not be, could just be an experience, like maybe not a pleasant one. But it's taught you a lot, and you're able to translate that experience that you had into something positive. And I think that you do that either by volunteering or by working with kids, or working with people that need healing or need counseling. You could be a counselor. You could be like a therapist or something, or no, not therapist. It's just you might just be the friend that everyone goes to speak to about their issues, and it's because you have got wisdom and you've got depth, but your wisdom comes from experience. Your wisdom comes from the fact that you've been through it, and so you can give good advice, and you can help people kind of get through rough patches. You can help them grow into the person that they need to be, in a really like hands-on way. And that's really freaking special. Let's go on to these cards. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so you got really cool cards. Okay, I definitely think that you've been through something, because whatever it is, it caused you to have to like fight in some sort, because you got the warrior card here. So I think that I'll read you what the light attributes say. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. I think that in this case, like the mysterious part of you is your past. You don't like to talk about it, or you don't bring it up. But you help other people. Like, no, it's like you may not like to talk about it that often, but you do help other people using those past bad stuff that happened to you. And whatever did happen to you, I think taught you how to be a fighter, taught you how to, you had to grow up like really fast, which is strange because I think that you help kids, but I think you had to grow up really fast. But in the gist of it is that you're a very strong person. And I think people love that about you. They feel safe when they're around you. They feel like they can trust you in what you're saying, like you'll protect them, or that you're going to, it's like you're that person that someone goes to when they're scared. And you'll say something like, everything's going to be okay. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, but they believe you, you know? Like, okay, there are people, you can go to them and tell them your problem, and then they'll say everything's going to be okay. And you're just like, I don't feel better. But you're the type of person where someone could come to you and say their problem to you, and then you'll say everything's going to be okay. And they believe you. They just believe you. Yes. It's just great. You really do. You have gone through so much in your life, and you have used that, to translate. You have used the past experiences in your life, good and bad, to translate that into actual wisdom that you can give to other people. And you are like a guide. Like I said, this card right here is a guide card, and I really think you're a teacher of some sort. You could be an actual guide, like a tour guide or whatever, but I really think that you're someone who, you help other people through rough periods of their life, or you help kids grow up. And you're a great teacher, because not only are you strong, so you can handle what they tell you, but you have a lot of wisdom, and you have like a good, safe energy to you, where people feel like they can open up, they can talk to you, they can be honest with you. That's amazing. Okay, so you may have a dream. This is a random message, but I think you may have a dream to start a business of some sort. This could be like for 1% of you. You could have a dream to start a business of some sort. I think that you should follow that. I think you should follow your heart, and I think it will lead you to success. I don't know. I feel like you may have this like business plan in your head, to help people, to guide them, or a plan to be like a counselor or a therapist. You may not believe in yourself, but I think that you should, 100%. Yeah, I think the future looks good for you in that sense. That's for like a small amount of you, but whatever. Regardless, yeah, what people love about you, you're a little mysterious, you're a little intense, but it's cool, you know, that's sexy. You probably volunteer a lot. People like that. They think you're kind and generous and charitable, giving. They think you're ridiculously funny in like a very blunt way, or a very sarcastic way. They love the fact that you're able to give such good advice and good wisdom and good knowledge. And they respect the fact that you come from a difficult background, or you've had difficult experiences in your life. They love that. They love that they can relate to you in a sense to feel better. And they love talking to you and taking your wisdom, even if they don't show it. There are a lot of people who are just not really cut out to do that, to like be an active listener, to help people, but you are. You really are. And it's noticed and it's appreciated. So I think you just need to be told you're doing a fantastic job. You're doing an absolutely fantastic job. And thank you for all the people that you have helped. Thank you. Okay, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. And I will see you in my very next video. Please hit the subscribe button. Alright, okay. It's been solid. Bye, guys. Okay, pile number 3. You are the last pile, but but absolutely not least. If you chose the rainbow fluorite, one of my favorite stones that I own, then this pile is for you. This reading is for you. So you have a couple of tarot cards. I used a different tarot deck for you. Let's start with the Ace of Swords. I think the first thing I should say to you, you're probably very smart. I think you get told that a lot. I think you get told that a lot. Either you're very smart or you have a very interesting way of thinking about things. But I think in this sense, You're a bit of a know-it-all, huh? But it's okay. People like that. It's cute. It's cute. And there's the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so I've got a bit of a different deck for you today. I'm gonna pull from this deck. Pile number 3. What do people love about you? Pile number 3. What do people love about you? Pile number 3. My God, do you see that? Do you see that? 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands. I literally was like, I don't like these cards. I'm going to pick different ones. And the 9 of Wands came up twice, so I know these are the right cards. Holy crap. This is just insane. Like, I'm shuffling off camera here. This is crazy. Like, this is why tarot is so cool. And you also got the Justice card. So I'm going to actually... Looks like you're going to have a bit of a reading today, huh? You've got a lot of like little messages that I'm going to try and get through for you. What do people love about you? Your family. I think people are, I don't want to say jealous of your family, but like they admire how close you are to the people that you love. They admire how successful you are in your household. So this could be financially, or it could literally mean family. I think in this case it's family, but like I said, it could also be people admire how wealthy you are, how rich you are. They admire like your physical possessions that you have. You may have a lot of really nice things, but I think, like I said, that people love how much you care about your friends and your family, because you do. You care a lot about them. You spend a lot of time with them, and you work hard to maintain that. You have a lot of cards. It's really interesting. You have the 9 of Wands. So here's the thing. I think that you get sent a lot of challenges, and I think the reason why that happens to you is it's to teach you something. It's to grow you and your person and your character and your soul in the long run. But you may be given a lot of challenges, not difficulties. They're challenges. They're meant for you to conquer them, and I think that you do. You conquer them and you fight through them because you're smart and you're crafty, and you have a lot of, you have a lot of intelligence to you. Oh, got like a real sharp mind to you. I just don't know if you know that about yourself, but you're very smart and you're very clever. And it may seem like right now you're in a period of time, you're getting a lot of challenges or something like that. But what you need to understand is that these are here to... These are karmic. Okay, that's what it is. All right, so, right, it's not going to last forever, okay? If you're in a challenging period right now, it's not going to last forever. You will get out of this soon once you make a decision. Whatever this is, I think that the reason why you feel kind of cornered right now is because you're not making a decision for whatever reason. This isn't the reading that I really wanted to give, but I think that you need to hear something else that isn't, like, positive traits about yourself. I'm shuffling again. I think that there is an actual message here for you. And I'm going to try and give you a real reading. I knew there would be at least one pile that was like that. Okay. You can take this two ways. You can take this like this is happening presently, or as like personality traits. So I'm going to read this first in the sense of like this is a present situation that I want to like give you advice on, and then I will read it as personality traits. That way you get like the full kind of scope of this. So if it doesn't resonate with you as like a present scenario in your life, then it might resonate with you once I do the personality traits from these cards. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you. I'll move these over so you can kind of see all of the cards. You have a lot. You have a lot. Way more than all the other piles. So yeah, you're special in a great way. Okay. So let me read this first as the problem or the present situation, and then I'll read them as character traits, okay? So what I see, if this is for the percentage of people that are watching that this is a present scenario in your life, I would say that right now you feel like you're backed into a corner. And you're being forced to make a decision that you don't want to make for whatever reason. You don't want to make this decision, but you need to. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to feel like you're backed in a corner. Don't get in this weird kind of like cycle of feeling bad for yourself. Of like, I keep getting thrown bad things. I keep getting thrown challenges in my life, because it's not like that. It's karmic. And to simplify what that means is, it's meant to be this way. It's meant to be this way because you are supposed to be learning something. You may not ever be consciously aware of what you're learning, but your soul is. And maybe, 20 years down the line, when you're old, you're going to realize why you had to go through that thing. You're going to realize the lesson that you learned, basically. So you're stuck making a decision of some sort, and you feel kind of backed in, and you're wondering if you should run away or if you should stay and fight. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Don't get so afraid. Don't be so scared. Everything is going to be okay. Trust me, everything's going to be fine. I don't know what the problem is, or like what it is that you're not making a decision on, but I will tell you that you are being guided through this by whoever you believe in, God, the universe, or if you believe in yourself or whatever. Then look inward, look into your mind, there is a logical solution to this, is what I'm trying to say. And and if you believe in God, listen to God's messages. Ask for a sign to help pick which thing that you want to choose, which direction you want to go into. I think you're worried that if you make a decision and it's the wrong one, you can't go back and you can't change it. Or you're worried that you're going to regret it. I think whatever you decide is going to lead you it's going to lead you to some sort of celebration. I think whatever choice you end up making, if you think about this logically, I really think that your solution is going to be found by you just thinking it through. You're a very intelligent person. Take the time, think it through, weigh it all out, and keep in mind that emotions are important, okay? How you feel, you need to think it out and lay it all out. And I'm not saying what is logically best to do. I'm saying think about what is logically best to do. Think about what is emotionally best to do. Think about what is, all of the little different scenarios. Just think it through, use your mind, and that's where your answer is going to be. If you just quiet down and listen to your inner thoughts. You can even ask the universe for a sign to pick. But I think whatever you do choose is going to end ultimately in you being very happy, and in you celebrating of some sort of victory, and in you just, being very happy with whatever decision that you make. So, don't be so scared, okay? Everything's going to be okay. So, that's for the people who are in a current situation where they're, procrastinating making a decision. Now let me read this as personality traits for the people who aren't, needing that. I would say for personality traits, I think what people love about you is, again, I think your family. I think you're very close to your family, or you prioritize your family, and that's very attractive and appealing to a lot of people. I think that you may be like a very inspirational person in terms of your mind, your skills, your talent of some sort. You're very, very smart. I really feel like you're very intelligent. You're very smart, very logical. I think people admire that about you. Even if you don't feel like you're smart, I think you think about things in a very different way than other people, and that's cool. And I also think people love that about you. I think people love how you're able to kind of connect all of the small things to form, a puzzle. You may be really good at puzzles. Oh, that makes sense. I also think people think that you are a very determined person. You persevere in hard times. Maybe people have witnessed you go through challenges in their lives, and they believe that you are someone who works through challenges with ease, without any fear. You just head straight through them. I don't think that's how you see yourself. I think that when something bad happens, you kind of cower, almost like you kind of cower in fear, and you don't feel brave, you don't feel courageous, you don't feel like you can tackle this problem, but you can, and you always do. And I think that other people don't see the fear, they kind of just see the persevering. They see you winning. They see the part where you finally stop being afraid and conquer whatever it is that's in front of you. And they admire that deeply about you. I think that they see you as a very fair person, if not an honest individual. They think that you're a very honest individual. They think that you're pretty well balanced in terms of like your emotions and your family and your money. Like you're very well, like, yeah, you're definitely like a very well balanced person. I don't think there's a sector of your life that's really out of balance, other than maybe you don't have something creative in your life that you're very into, or it could be that I think the thing that may not be in balance is like internally, in terms of like whatever internal struggle that you may be going through right now. But other than that, I think that you have a lot of happiness in your life, or a lot of happiness awaits you, and people like that about you. People like how happy you look, how kind of picture perfect your whole personality is. Whether it's true or not, you give off a vibe of kind of like perfection, almost. Not perfection, but like happiness and joy. Like you have a good family. You have a good family, or you're going to have a good family. Or maybe you've made your family, you know, family by choice. But yeah, I definitely think you're a balanced person. I think you worked hard to make it that way. I think you definitely worked hard to get it into that position. You take the time to do that, and that's super dope. Super dope. Let's go into your other cards. You have, like I said, you have a lot of cards. You have the cattail and the clover. Very interesting. Yeah, I definitely think that you care a lot about your family. I think you spend a lot of time nurturing, like this card says. You spend a lot of time caring for the things in life that matter to you. And that is your family, your money, and your emotional well-being, and your emotional health. The lives of your kids, lives of your significant other, lives or the emotional state of yourself, the emotional state of your kids, your significant other, and so forth, and your family members, your sisters, and your cousins, and all that crap. Like, you care about them, and you really do, and you take the time to manage those connections and those relationships, and you take your time to maintain them, which is very difficult for some people. And you may not grant yourself that acknowledgement. Like, I don't think you understand. It is very difficult for some people, and me included, yeah, me too. It's very difficult for me to maintain my relationships in my life. Like, I'm very bad at friendships. Like, I really am. I'm bad at friendships. I'm bad at like keeping relationships. I don't nurture things like people all that well, but you do, and that is a skill that is very difficult for some people who have been through some stuff. And I just really feel like it doesn't come, like, it may come naturally to you, but I don't think it does. I think that I don't think it comes like necessarily natural to you. I think you work at it. I think you take the time to maintain, sorry about that. Sorry to move the camera. But I think you take the time to maintain these relationships because they mean something to you. You like make connections with people. You make money moves. You make relationship moves. My goodness, when you want something, you go and you grab it and you take it. That's amazing. Oh, that's so cool. You are like really cool. Oh my goodness gracious. You would probably intimidate me if I met you. Just because you really got it. You got it all together. Like, you have it all together. But yeah, man, you could really be, this is a random thing, but you could be a wood person. Like, you like to build things from wood? Gingerbread houses? Or, I don't know, I'm just seeing like clay maybe, or I don't know, I'm just seeing you making things. You like to make things with your hands. But specifically, I think they're houses, like homes. You build homes, maybe. Because you like family. You really like family, and you really want to maintain it, and it matters to you. And it's one of your like serious goals in life is to just maintain your relationships and make sure that they're growing and stable and healthy. And that is amazing. wow, I'm in awe of you. I'm really in awe of you. Like, you are amazing, okay? Child, Midas, Mediator, and a Rebel. All right, these are interesting cards for you. So you may be really good with money. Like I said earlier, I do think that you're probably pretty wealthy, or you have a lot of money, or you have a lot of family, or you know, one or the other. You have a lot of physical possessions. You could be really good with making money or finding connections to money. But I do think that this comes with the fact that you may hold on to your wealth. Like, one of the ways that you are getting like wealthier is that you just don't spend your money very often. And it's because you're afraid of it. You're afraid of losing your wealth. You got the Midas touch, honey. You can turn anything to gold, okay? King Midas, he had the ability to touch things and he would turn anything into gold. You got that gold touch. You got that money maker. So congratulations. You are just so balanced. You're kind of a badass. Like, you are kind of a badass. My goodness. God, you are so smart. Like, you're so smart. Oh gosh, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, intuitive or just fast? Like, you're quick. Like, you can spot a fake a mile away. You're like, no, that's not going to work. Yes, this will work, you know? You're just like a true freaking badass. That's so cool. Yeah, man, you're really cool. I think that you may literally be like the mediator in the family. I think this is less about, it could be friendships, but I think this is more in your family. Like, you're the person that people come to solve disputes. And I don't necessarily see this as being like emotional things. I think this is more like they come to you for like financial advice, or they come to you for familial advice or relationship advice. They come to you when they want to make a big purchase or something. And I know this is really specific and really random, but I just feel like you're the intelligent source of the family. Like, for me, when I had to do my taxes, I called my uncle, you know? I feel like you're that dude, because I know he's smart and he knows about these things. And I think you're that person, like, for a lot of people. Oh yeah, and one of the reasons why you're so, like, good with money is because you're positive. You're positive. You're smart. And you can see a path to success in literally anything. And if you can't see it, you have faith that you can build one. You can make one. Dude, that is, oh my God. Like, what the hex? What the helksies? This is freaking cool as hex. You gonna be wealthy, huh? Like, you're gonna be wealthy when you grow up. If you're not already full grown, you're gonna be rich. And the reason why, nothing gets you down. If you can stop being so like afraid of like challenges and allow these things to grow you into the person that you need to become, honey, you're gonna be rich. You're gonna be taken care of. You're gonna be wealthy. You're gonna have the family, the wife or the husband and the kids. You're gonna have the whole 9 yards. You just need to allow these challenges to come to you and face them with the knowledge that you face all the other problems in your life, which is, I can solve that. I can work through that. You know what I mean? Come at it with a positive attitude. Believe that it's possible. Also, make decisions because you're good at them. Okay? All right, I really feel like that's all I want to say. Or maybe there's something. Is there anything else? No, that's it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm sorry that yours was just a little bit longer than all of the other ones. But I felt like there was a specific group of people who needed to hear that first message. If you enjoyed it, then please give me a thumbs up. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you want to follow me, and I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, please comment and let me know. And I will see you in my very next video. Okay, it's been super solid. Bye guys, love you so much.